Shotgun Studio. Digital audio.
930 CJC. Hey. CJC.
Yes, our salute to the people who are losing it, who are dreaming about hair.
Bobby Hull, Frank Sinatra. They had hair transplants. Of course, you got to be a millionaire before you can entertain that sort of thing.
These are all famous people.
Remember Frank Sinatra during his middle period, when he was working with Nelson Riddle, always wore that hat. You remember, he used to do that one about your fingers through my hair and all that, and I used to go, thank you, you got that. Because he always wore, that's the time. You see, there's a whole block of albums, about 10 of them. Wade is just holding up a picture of Frank Sinatra during his middle period. And that was when he wore hats all the time.
He has the high forehead. When you look at that, there's no hair coming out of his...
Oh, there's no haircut. No, he was yeah. He was gone.
Oh, yeah, but you guys are talking about stars. They all wear toupees. The average guy can't afford to
I know, the average guy can't afford that, but Bobby Hull was the same way. Of course, he was quite...
With money. If you got money, you'll do anything.
You can afford to do all this. I agree. Right. I agree with you, Bill. I'm coming to your side in a way. All right, Linda. Linda.
Oh, Linda.
Linda, did you hear that mockingbird sing last night? Oh, Linda, she was singing so sweet in the moonlight. Under that magnolia tree.
She's going to get sick.
With melody.
Linda!
Yes? Where were you, Linda?
I was here waiting to talk to you.
Oh, well, we were calling you. We're singing songs about you.
Oh. I was calling regarding this thing about being bald.
Yes?
Well, I don't really think it matters whether you're bald or you're not, because if you weren't bald, they would find something to make a comment about on you anyway, just to put you ill at ease. Yeah. I'm not bald. I have no problem with being bald. I walk into a room, up to a bar to get a drink, and the bartender will say to me, I love the color you dye your hair. Or are they really your own eyes? Are they really that blue, or are they contacts? People just do this to make people feel uncomfortable.
Isn't that true? That's my point. There was a time when nobody would ever refer to your hair. It was sacred. But not anymore. Like, that's the point I was making. The first thing they comment on is...
No, Linda,
hair.
No, you can't say you walk up to a bar and the bartender who doesn't know you'd all say, oh, I like the way you tinted your hair.
He did. And it's happened to me before. And if they don't pick on my hair or my eyes, they say, are they really your own nails, or are they those false ones?
Yeah, that's true. It's like that old song about after the ball was over, Katie took out her glass eye, threw her false teeth in cold water, corked up the bottle of dye, threw her wood leg in the corner, hung her red wig on the wall. What was left of poor Katie went bye-bye after the ball.
I'll never make fun of a modern song again.
Anyway, it's true. We can, you could get, like you and I, Bill, or anybody for that matter, like you got blue eyes, if we want to put brown eyes, we could go get some brown contacts, right? We could put on rugs.
So it wouldn't change anything.
You could gosh, it'd be fantastic.
I'd still have the same face.
People will just ask you where you bought it from.
Sure. Today they would.
Well, no, but you could have a what do they call it, a nip and a tuck or whatever. You could get you and I got cheeky. We got big cheeks, like this, yeah? They could tuck those in.
So I don't want my cheeks tucked in.
Well, you could. I'm not saying you. But I mean, the facial reconstruction they can do these days is fantastic.
I don't want to reconstruct my face. I just want hair to grow.
No, but I mean, I'm saying what you could do, Bill. Oh. You tend to get jowly after all. They can cut all your mugwumps away. And you see, they take 20 years off.
But we wouldn't do that. But we would.
You could. That's what I'm saying. You could.
Except men don't do that. But they would. They are conscientious about their hair.
But there you are, Linda. And I'm shocked that a bartender would say that to you. But you had it happen, so there you know. Okay, Linda, thank you.
Bye.
Okay, bye-bye.
When Bill says being conscious about your hair, you're absolutely right. I'm to the point now where my hair gets long. I look balder than I really am in the front area where I'm losing a bit of hair. So I'm conscious. I want to always have my hair short.
I was
funny, Wade.
What?
No, the way you said it, up in the top where you're losing a bit. And you say you're not self-conscious.
I wasn't self-conscious about my hair at all until Richard.
Yeah.
He kept saying, "Hey, Bill, I see a bald spot." He's always.
Well, the problem is on TV when you turn around.
Yeah.
See, when your hair used to be gray, it didn't show, but now your hair is red and blue and yellow and green. It shows. It just shows.
I know.
You should let your hair grow out again.
I know.
And here's the instructions I give to my barber. I say, take a bit off the sides, quite a bit off the back. That's where it grows a lot. And don't you dare touch the top.
93 CJCA.
All right, here we go. We're talking with Maggie.
Hello.
Hi.
I'd much rather see a bald head than one fellow who's got one strand of hair and wraps it all around the back of his head.
I agree with that.
Yeah, that's
That
right.
looks-
Like Rennie Levesque.
That looks very silly.
I agree.
And also, some bald men are very sexy in the Olympics. Remember that one swimmer who shaved his head to get less resistance through the
Yes.
ball?
Yeah, a lot of them do that.
And I have a little 8-month-old boy, and he's bald as a cue ball, and I think he's very cute.
Well, there you are.
Yeah, but that's your son. If he had a 4-foot nose, you'd think he was cute.
Well, I guess if you start off bald, it's inevitable, isn't it?
Yeah, isn't that funny how you go to the same thing? You go through this whole cycle of life and you end up going back to where you were when you were a baby.
That's right.
You know, everything falls back to your stomach
Yeah.
and your hair falls off your head. Your breasts start to droop when you're a man, and the man ends up looking like a woman. You start out looking the same and you end up looking the same.
That's right.
I guess it's just nature.
You even have the same kind of memory, too. Okay, Maggie.
Okay,
Thank you
bye-bye.
for calling us.
CJCA.
Here is Jenny.
Yeah, I've just got to come to the aid of Bill Matheson there. Burt Reynolds did appear in a movie without his hairpiece.
Hair.
Deliverance.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did. Deliverance.
He was in Deliverance.
You're right.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he did. Deliverance.
You have shut up, Phil.
That was the one where they had the famous banjo duet. You remember the dueling banjos?
Dueling banjos.
Yeah, but he wouldn't play in the bald head. Nope, she didn't. Phil,
Away they went. Deliverance.
We're
You
talking
bet.
about hair, not music.
Burt Reynolds.
No, he didn't.
In a complete this was it. Burt Reynolds is an actor, and he wanted to play a bunch of middle-aged, businessmen going out on a foray, and to complete the role and play it properly, that is why he didn't wear his rug.
Yeah, they shaved him for it then.
And that was what? That would be about 10 years ago.
No, it's longer than that.
What was it?
It's a long time ago.
Was it longer than that, eh? Deliverance. We're just looking it up in the book now.
No.
But at any rate, I'm glad you mentioned that. And it seems to me he appeared on some other show as well without his.
And that's the only one I know of.
Yeah, Jerry, thank you very much.
It takes a while for it to get going. You know what I
That
like?
was 17 years ago. He wasn't bald 17 years ago.
Yes,
It's
he
a
was.
1972 movie.
That's what I like, is the ending part where they really get into the good part. Now, he wasn't as bald then as he is
No,
now.
he probably shaved it for the part.
Yeah.
Okay. He shaved his head for a part, Bill. Deliverance.
No, he didn't. Does it say in there he shaved his head for the part?
Here, it says right here, John Voight, Burt Reynolds. Burt Reynolds, the
And
only
Ned
time
Beatty.
he ever shaved his head specifically to get this.
Give me that.
How about when he appeared in Chatelaine magazine? Remember the shot that he did there with his shirt off?
That was before my time.
I think he was wearing his rug then.
I can think. I've never met Burt Reynolds, so naturally I've seen him either.
You
I'm
haven't?
referring only to his appearances on television, on talk shows and that. His appearances in movies, magazines, stuff like that. I see him without his rug in my mind's eye all kinds of times. I don't know what on earth you guys are talking
It's
about.
purely jealousy because he's so handsome and you envy him so much that you try to visualize the guy as being bald and ugly.
Maybe you're right.
It's just personal vanity, though. That's all.
930 CJCA.
What was the other one? Davy Crockett he played too.
That's the one I should have said. Davy Crockett. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Born on Turtle Mountain in the fall of 82. Brought up in the land on the roof. He killed him with his knee when he was only 2. Davy Crockett, king of the wild frontier.
Why do you play the piano when you talk?
I don't know.
And how old was he, did you say?
Davy Crockett?
Yeah.
He was born on Turtle Mountain in the fall of 82.
No, it's not Turtle Mountain. Born on... Where was he born?
Davy Crockett was the king of the wild frontier. Born on the mountaintop in Tennessee, the greenest state in the land of the free. Raised in the woods so they knew every tree, and killed Tim Bar when he was only 3. Davy Crockett, the king of the wild frontier.
Now, it wasn't 1 or 2, it was 3.
All right, so he
There
killed
was
a
you guys don't
cotton
know,
picking
but there was a Canadian Davy Crockett. He was born on Turtle Mountain. He killed him a grizzly when he was only 2.
The sound of Edmonton is the sound of people enjoying life. The sound of Edmonton is the